Now, as you know, the Meta Quest 3 is definitely poised at being obviously a virtual reality headset offering some good quality stuff. I'm working on my review currently as we speak, but it's also a big focus on mixed reality.
Quest 3, the first mainstream mixed reality headset.
And based, I think, on what we already have, not many people will really care because Quest 2 mixed reality, even though it's quite cool to see the games in your space, they don't quite look right sometimes. And the background is an awful black and white and grey background. It's not very nice. I actually jumped back into Quest 2 mixed reality today and it's actually pretty poor. And then recently I dropped my Meta Quest 3 first impressions video about a week ago. I can link that right now in this video. And my experience of pass-through still wasn't quite as good as what I was expecting. And then I found out why after I went to MetaConnect, and it's due to lighting. Basically, the London event had like a warm, orangey kind of lighting. You know, it was nice to set the mood, but it wasn't actually great to like take photos of the tech. And it also made the pass-through a little bit worse than what it's really going to be like when you guys get it at home. So while at MetaConnect, I played Ghostbusters, Stranger Things, Lego, and Drone Strike. And I want to share my impressions of just those four today and how the lighting they set up at MetaConnect and just all white walls, which really gave me a good impression of how much graininess you see in the background. And it sounds worse than what it is. It's hard to explain. If you've seen pass-through, you kind of know what I'm saying. But the Quest 3 so far is the best mixed reality experience I've ever had. Hands down. Like, me and Mike were not bothered about mixed reality at all until we went to try the Meta Quest 3 in London. And we still walked away like, yeah, we are more interested in it now. But I think MetaConnect definitely proved to us that I think it's something that will be big in the future. And it actually got me even more hyped for Apple Pro, because all the while Meta Quest 3 at the moment is good and it is the best you can get. And I imagine Apple Pro will set that bar even higher. But currently for the money, I think Meta Quest 3 has kind of got me interested in mixed reality. And even though at the moment the software is still very demo-y, it's a mixture of things that make pass-through work. It's the Guardian that's set up really well. For example, I could put that door in my play space, I could put my window, I could put my desk, all these and all the walls are there. So all these things are like points that the Quest will then understand. And when it comes to the Guardian system of Quest 3, while at Connect, it uses slam tracking, the same as PSVR 2, but it's so much more advanced. Honestly, it laid a mesh nigh on exactly where everything was in the room. It found the walls for me. It laid out the floor correctly, and if there was anything that wasn't quite right, you can adjust it, or just by walking forward to prove there's nothing in the space. But as I said in my first impressions video, it literally takes seconds to set up a Guardian and set it up correctly, and the mixed reality will lay on top of that. So for example, if something was going to hit maybe an object that, say for example, say there's a table, it would know the table was there and the game would react to it correctly, and the depth sensor added to the immersion of this experience. I think because of the graphical power of the Quest 3 as well, just making everything smooth and just everything feeling a lot more like you are having something come into your world. That's what it feels like. So the Marshmallow Man, he come down and he basically broke through the ceiling, and then I was attacking him into like this weird orangey ghost cloud space. He was absolutely massive. And then I played Lego, which probably is the game that I'm trying to hold my hype down a little bit, because I'm a real big fan of Lego. You went along fixing things. I believe the game is Lego Brick Tales. I think it's already available on Steam as like a flat game. But the whole I think the game's going to be in mixed reality, the whole game. And from what I played, it looked really, really good. The one that really stood out to me most, well, there's two. There was one called Drone Strike. The game itself is nothing really but a wave shooter. But the fact that all four of us were playing in the same space and I could shoot bullets around people, like Nacy stood there like that, and I shot all the bullets around her, and the bullet holes had depth. It looked like real bullet holes in the wall. It was really cool. The game is a bit meh. It don't really matter about the game, but the point is, it looked like there was bullet holes in my reality. That's mixed reality. And then I played another one which is called Stranger Things, and obviously you know what Stranger Things is, but this was just something to demo the tech. And I put my hand forward and I reached out and I was basically ripping dimensional portals in all four of my walls, and tentacles were coming out of these holes. And I remember lifting the headset to have a look at where the tentacles were going, because they actually looked like they were wrapping around some stuff in the room. And I don't believe the Quest can do that. I don't believe this game's doing that. And I had to check, but it really did look like it. It was really weird. I asked the person demoing it and they were like, I don't know. But I think that kind of trickery to your senses is the bit that makes mixed reality work and make it worthwhile. And I really want to see where it goes. We've obviously got things from Aspire coming, Aspire 2, the Cabin, Synth Riders, like all these guys are doing some sort of mixed reality in some sort. And I can't wait to just check them out. As before, I just didn't care. Like, I really didn't care. You know, I had some fun with mixed reality on Quest Pro, but it was just like the colors were a bit too dark and it was really grainy. And as I said, without a depth sensor, it just didn't feel right. So I just wanted to say that my hype for mixed reality is real. I would love some actual software that's going to make some sort of really cool game. I would love, I mean, the Cabin is like the trailer shows zombies coming in your room. I would love to do an actual Call of Duty room scale experience in mixed reality where you have to board up the windows and there's 4 of you playing. If they could flesh out a game like that in mixed reality, I'd be all in. I'd be like, I'm in, dude. I just wanted to put my hype there. I wanted to let you know that my first impressions were kind of not correct. Mixed reality is better than I expected. Now, another thing I want to quickly touch on is these anchor placements that people are talking about. We didn't get to experience any of that. It was literally just something that was shown during Connect. But damn, it does sound very cool. I don't know how I'm ever going to use that in this room. I might have to put something on that door maybe. To have something that is like a physical portal that you can use each and every time is fantastic. Another thing I really like about Quest 3 was the fact that when you turn it on, and this is a choice, you can still use the virtual environments you have from Quest 2, for example, is that you automatically are in pass-through. This, I think, will make everyone's first experience, and this is so important, so much less intrusive. They will feel a lot more safer, a lot more comfortable, less shocked by what's about to happen. And I think that's part of the process. You know, you're not putting on a headset and suddenly you're just cut off from the world. You can still see the world and everyone in your play space at the same time. And obviously I'm working on my full review of Quest 3, as I said, and I'll soon be dropping that. So make sure you keep the notification bell clicked. And remember to let me know your thoughts down in the comments about what you think mixed reality is like. Have you experienced it on Quest Pro? What did you think of it on Quest 2? And I'll see you all in the next video.